What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another FIFA 23 video. EA have given the upgrades to the FIFA 23 road to the final cards, and we are most certainly getting to that stage where it is beast cards. Of course, with Team of the Season coming next Friday, these cards are going to just kind of like fit in now with the power curve, which is always EA's intention and design. But that doesn't take away from the fact that some of these cards are absolutely phenomenal. If you guys are enjoying the content, drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, click the little button down below, and let's start as we mean to go on. Barella 92. A brilliant player in game. I've used him in draft plenty, not used him outside of draft. Really surprised with him, and it's because of the skill moves and weak foot that we don't see more of him in people's teams. Just generally, obviously, like meta teams and sweaty teams, he's not going to fit in, but you just never really see him. And it's quite surprising because his stats are awesome. So he now has outside the foot shot trait, finesse shot trait, power free kick, long shot taker, dives into tackles. And then his card is just generally, look at that, without a chem style, he's a 93 centre mid. If we gave him a basic, he's a 96 centre mid. I actually think as well, basic's probably the one for him. You know, it's not often that basic suits a player. They have to have like a really specific set of stats. But as a DM with basic, his pace is good. His passing is insane. 99 short pass and vision, 98 long pass. His defending gets a really big boost, putting him into the mid-90s for all the defensive stats. He gets 4 on jumping and strength. His stamina's perfect. His aggression's very good. He gets 3 agility, 4 ball control, 4 dribbling, with his balanced reactions and composure already being very good. Then he gets a boost on positioning and shot power, which is really, really nice. And I do get it, right? I get it. The 3-star is a bit of a pain, but the high work rates and the fact that Inter have got Milan, AC Milan versus Inter Milan, what a game that is. If he goes to the final, I can't remember exactly what they get. I think they get, is it 5-star weak foot upgrade? I can't remember exactly, but does it say it here? Click here for EA Freak. No, it doesn't. Oh, upgraded only. There we go. But even if he doesn't make it to the final and doesn't win, this 92 Barella, he's just very good. And at 330k, it's a very good card. We also have David Alaba, of course, Real Madrid knocked out Chelsea in the quarterfinal. 876,000 coins for David Alaba. His 88 rated card, is he just been given +1s? He has. His 88 rated card was one of my favorites this year. And although it still has better aggression and better jumping, the 92 rated card now, power header, long shot trait, long shot taker trait, power free kick and solid player with just a crazy card. What positions does he have? He just has centre back, and you're obviously going to go with a shadow on him, and just look at those stats again. And for me, guys, Real Madrid City probably is the final, right? I personally think, you know, once you get to the final, it's one game in the Champions League, and anything can happen in one game. But over the 2 legs between Real Madrid and City, I couldn't say who's going to go through. They are probably the best 2 teams left in the tournament. So we're going to see one of them in the final alongside one of the Milan clubs. And I couldn't even call that either because they're both just hot and cold at the same time. But if this Alaba goes all the way, it is going to be one of the most broken cards in the game. For a centre-back especially, great pace, top defending, literally perfect defending. You know, heading accuracy is 90, is still good enough. Jumping, good. Strength, very good. Aggression, very good. Stamina, good. Short passing, very good for a centre-back again. Long shots, very good for a centre-back. And then that dribbling again for a centre-back is wild. With a few more upgrades and I think traits and weak foot and skill moves, with already the 4-star weak foot, this card, I mean, it's a 96 rated centre-back as it is. And what a card it is. And if Real Madrid do end up going through to the final, I do think they win it. And I think this card will become insane. We then have Diaby going into the Europa League. This SBC, when released, was good, right? What was he, an 86 when it was released? An 88. And I don't think anyone really expected Leverkusen to go too far because they were struggling in the Bundesliga at the time. I don't know where they are now, actually. Let's have a look. not Leverkusen. They're up to 6th now, and you can see by their form here. They beat Union Saint-Gilloise. In terms of just the Bundesliga, it's just wins on wins on wins. But this is the form that they had. I mean, there's a few wins there, but they were struggling. This is the form that they had during the start of the season when they were in the Champions League. And I didn't think that the RB was going to go very far. So for a 90k SBC, Leverkusen have got Roma. Roma beat Feyenoord. Leverkusen beat Saint-Gilloise. Difficult one to call, to be fair, between Roma and Leverkusen. Either way, whether or not you have the RB or that Tammy Abraham that just got released, that for me is so good. One of those two cards is going to get upgraded. If you did this SBC, go and do the Tammy Abraham SBC. And the reason why is because then you're kind of like covering your losses, right? Whichever one gets upgraded, you've got it. So go and do it. 90k for this card. He can play right mid, right wing, and left wing. He's got technical dribbler, outside the foot shot, flair trait, finesse shot trait, and speed dribbler. And this card is unreal. Perfect pace, very good positioning and finishing, insane dribbling altogether. Composure 86 is a bit of a problem. I would be going with a Maestro on him, just because then you get 97 reactions, 99 dribbling, short passing, long passing, and vision is up. Shot power is up to match the finishing and positioning, with the long shot still being pretty good. And as far as like being a winger goes, with the 4-star skill moves, only a 3-star weak foot, which is a bit sad, but high-low work rates. This card is just another one that's just unbelievable. Like, even if you used him as a super sub, if you just didn't give him, if you just took him on these stats, 99 pace, 99 agility and balance, with really good positioning and finishing, last 20, 30 minutes of a game in Rivals or Foot Champs or whatever, he'll be a beast. He'll be an absolute beast. So probably, arguably, one of the best SBCs that we've had this year, and another brilliant card. In terms of other upgraded cards, we have got the 91 Chiesa now, guys. 900,000 coins on him. Of course, Juventus knocked out Sporting. That was no easy game. And then Sevilla knocked out Manchester United. So it's Juve versus Sevilla in the semi-final. I do believe Juve will qualify. Again, it's over 2 legs. Anything can happen. That's just my personal opinion. And this Chiesa card is, I don't think it was as expensive. Yeah, it was cheaper when it first came out, and cheaper a few months ago, or back in March, than it is now. And it even went down even further, I think, because the first leg of the Sporting game, and now it's just banged up in price. And just like the RB, this card's got some crazy base stats, very good pace, insane dribbling, great shooting from range, great positioning, good passing, good physicals, with the 4-star, flair pass, outside the foot shot, flair trait, finesse shot trait, long shot taker, and speed dribbler. And you've just got an absolute multitude of options for the chem styles on him. As per usual, Maestro is the one that I would go for, because if you're using him on those wings, cutting inside and hitting those power shots or those driven shots or anything like that is just going to be great for you. Maestro gives him 99 reactions and dribbling, with otherwise great dribbling and pace, 99 shot power and long shots with good positioning as well. And then short passing, long passing, and vision becomes really, really good. You might, however, want to boost him with an engine, especially if you use the wings or play like 3 at the back or 5 at the back with him as a wing back. And especially if you abuse broken game mechanics like the German cross, the engine is going to be the best thing for you. Perfect pace, great agility, balance, and dribbling, 99, 99, 98. But what it does is boost that crossing up to 96 and that vision up to 94. So when you set the German cross in motion, getting the ball out wide to Chiesa to hit that cross is going to end up being really overpowered 9 times out of 10, more often than not at the very least. And it's just, again, another amazing card. Let me know in the comment section if you have this card, because it's another one that's insane that I just never see in game, because people have so many icons and heroes. He's a player that I just never ever see. We've got Eric Lamela, probably an unexpected upgrade for him, especially when Manchester United were 2-0 up in the first leg. Of course, they conceded 2 late goals and then lost 3-0 in the next round. I don't think he'll go any further, which is why I think his price is stopped here at 60k, which is still a great price for a 90 rated card. He can play right mid, right wing, and cam. He's got 4-star, 3-star, technical, look at those traits. Technical dribbler, outside the foot shot, long shot, flair trait, finesse shot trait, dives into tackles, power free kick, and set play specialist. his price has gone up from 40k to 60k. And this again, this card fits the FIFA meta. Well, for in-game stats, not necessarily for skill moves and weak foot. Just like crazy. 95 aggression on a forward is unreal. His shooting from range again is brilliant. His pace is good. His dribbling is very good. The passing is good. And again, depending on where you play him, how you want to play him, I think a dead eye on him could be really nice in that central cam role. Puts him up to a 95.5 rated cam with 4-star skill moves. Of course, the weak foot might let you down a little bit, but great shooting, great passing with that great dribbling. Much like with Chiesa, an engine could be really handy on him. Very, very good pace and dribbling with perfect crossing and otherwise insane passing stats. And then he's still got great shooting from range with great physicals. And then last but not least, you could give him the Maestro, which as well gives him great passing into that cam role. Great shooting from range, great dribbling. But once again, it's just, I actually can't believe this card's 60k. If he had 4-star skill moves, I reckon he might be like 150 or 200k. I actually think he could potentially go up as well if Juve lose to Sevilla, he could go up into like the 200-300k mark because he's obviously like going to be potentially due an upgrade. We're going to go and have a look at what the other upgrade options are shortly. We've got Calvin Phillips in there as well, guys. So Calvin Phillips now up to a 90 rated. And again, much like when I spoke about David Alaba, you know, the Man City Real Madrid game is just so impactful. It's so powerful. A shadow on Phillips makes him a really good DM. He's 3-star, 3-star. He's got loads of quality traits. Outside the foot shot, giant throw-in, swerve pass, long pass taker. Good dribbling, good passing, great physicals, very good pace and great defending. Arguably could drop him into centre-back. He's only 5'10", which doesn't really help, but he's got medium-high work rate. So yeah, centre-back or CDM, he's just a beast and has that potential to get upgraded even more. Raheem Diaz went up the +1 to 90 as another SBC. 4-star, 5-star for Raheem Diaz. Can play cam right mid and right wing. Technical dribbler, flare passes, outside the foot shot, giant throw-in, flare finesse shot, and injury prone. This is an SBC, so if you didn't do this, you have missed out. But of all the cards we've looked at, Raheem Diaz has brilliant dribbling and then good everywhere else. Like an engine still makes him decent. A Maestro is what I would go with. That dribbling therefore becomes insane with those traits and that 4-star, 5-star. That's really nice. With great dribbling, superb short, long passing and vision, great shooting from range, good pace and good stamina. He's a 95 rated cam. Again, if you did this SBC, he could be a really fun one to play with that you wouldn't even consider. I would recommend testing him out. Fofana, Rapsodori and a towel, no more upgrades. I think that is actually all of the upgrades. So what I just want to do is just log in real quick and have a look at what the other possible potential upgradable options are for these guys, because I can't remember if they get the skill moves and weak foot, or if that was the fantasy guys, or if they get the traits, or if that was the fantasy guys. It's actually a bit of a shame that that Schaefer card didn't get more upgrades as well, because he was really good as far as the silver star goes. He actually had some stats that were comparable to a lot of like high rated gold cards or special cards and informs and whatnot. So yeah, we're just going to have a little look here at the road to the final cards. I wonder if I have any myself. I mean, I know I have some of them. It's just which ones do I have? Let's go for the quality and go into... Where are they? Where are they? Road to the UEFA Champions League, road to the final. I want to go to the this one because I want to see that Diaby. Did I do him? I did. So the way it works is qualify for the semi-final is the +1 inform and 3 new traits. So all of those players did get the 3 new traits. Qualify for the final is the 5-star weak foot upgrade. Win the final is an inform and a 5-star skill move upgrade. And so it takes us back to someone like Barella. If he qualifies for the final and gets that 5-star weak foot upgrade, even though he'll only have 3-star skill moves, man, those cards could just be absolutely insane. And imagine this Diaby who's 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. If Bayer Leverkusen can knock out Roma, Diaby's going to be insane. If Roma knock out Bayer Leverkusen, it is fair to say that that Tammy Abraham is going to be insane. And then also just looking at that the Sevilla cards. Where are we? Road to the final. Eric Lamela here. if he gets that 5-star week for upgrade, that is going to be a wild card, and he's only 60k. I think that's worth a punt. I think that's worth like putting 60k into and just sitting on. And if he gets that 5-star week for upgrade, you've got an insane card for 60k. And if he doesn't, then you've got a 90 rated card that you paid 60k for. But overall, guys, the upgrades are here. I think they're absolutely amazing. I genuinely wish, like, footballers I really liked, trophy titans I really liked, everything here I've done with the icons this year in general I've really liked. And the live items are getting better year on year. And yeah, like, I know, always want more, right? But I genuinely wish EA would give us more live items for more reasons and having more fun, because it is so much fun tracking the players, tracking their performances and getting those upgrades and finding new players in the game that you never would have thought would have been fun or usable, that all of a sudden are absolutely brilliant. But that is going to be the end of the video for now, guys. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And go use some of these guys in FUT Champs. You never know. You might like it. I'm out. Peace.